Action. We's almost here. Oh, maybe we
And
live.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you are all doing well. It is Thursday, January 11th, and you have joined us for our Hello Pivot that we have every single Thursday. Here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be having some special guests. We're going to be changing things around. We are really here to be able to help you guys out. And if you don't know who Hello is about helping entrepreneurs leverage leading edge optimizations, and in all reality, it's about helping everyone live life optimally. And Tara and myself have the privilege and blessed and grateful to be here in Guanajuato, Mexico. Our business is online. It's in metaverse, this Web3, the new generation, the third generation of the internet that everybody's wondering about, especially with the news that came out today that we released that Apple Vision Pros come out February 2nd. You can pre order them on the 19th. And so, as we shared a year ago, right, that hey, Apple's going to be able to change the game. We are going to see so many transitions, and especially with today's conversation, right, about unlocking, profit potential and innovating ways to income, or should I say, expand your income in your business. And more importantly, when we share that, it's about leveraging your influence, right? And so I have my other half, my boss, my love, my everything with me, Tara. Love, do you want to add anything on this before we get this party rocking and rolling?
Well, I just want to say hello, everybody. It's so good to be here. It is Thursday. And if you're here with us and you're awake in your life or any day that you watch this, it's grateful that you are here because you're alive. So today we're talking about the unlocking of potential profits within your business. It's an exciting conversation. All of us at the beginning of the year, at any point of the year really, are looking for ways to unlock potential earnings. And so that can be within your business, that can be adding additional things within your portfolio. It can be a multitude of things, and that's what we're going to discuss today. So I'm excited. Mr. Jones and I are here live on Facebook and LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or X now, X, Clubhouse, TikTok. We're everywhere. You wake up, we might be at your mama's house having dinner with her too. What she cooking? I'm there. Anywho, it's good
That's
to see everybody. And so I'm excited about this conversation. And Mr. Jones, when we start our business, was this something that, the old mentality that we had, was this something that you would have been open to with expanding your portfolio, or would you just have been more of a one-track mind as old entrepreneurship kind of was? I'm in this lane, I only do this.
well, that's a great question, right? And I think there's different mindsets and there's different phases of where people are in their life. When we first started this journey, we were, in corporate America, and we were both, well off. And somebody mentioned, making additional income. It was like, why? I got my job. I'm going week to week, paycheck to paycheck. We got everything we want, and there's a different mindset that comes with that compared to somebody that's an entrepreneur, right? That has their business. There are ways that we're looking to add on to our business, but also how much time is it going to take for us to add on this additional, revenue, and what else are we going to be, doing? And is that going to take me away from my main focus? And then there's also, the enterprise side of, okay, hey, we're focused on this. Now, are we going to delegate, some of our funds and some of our marketing over to this new, phase of our business to add on to that? And then it comes the systems, then it comes, the integration, then it comes the hiring the employees and re-strategizing and restructuring how your corporation is going to, really have that streamlined through. And so it really is up to each person to figure out where they are in their journey of life, not making either one right or wrong. it's really, as we share with people, your business grows as much as you grow. And as we share with Hello, we can't help you, right? We can only help you. We can't save you. The saving part is up to you for those people that do want to start their business, and not just, as we talked about yesterday in our Wisdom Wednesdays, there are people out there that say they have a business, but in all reality, it's just a hustle, right? And that's where we have to ask ourselves, hey, do we have a business or are we hustling? And you having a business, you have systems, you have platforms, you have a foundation, and you're being preventative with your business of how you're strategically maneuvering in your industry, understanding your target audience, being able to be aware of what your customers want and what your audience want, and more so being able to adapt to that. And so often we find that a lot of people don't want to make that transition where they say they have a business, but as we talked about earlier, right, in a room, it's we have the money, we have the resources to add to our business and to do these additional things, but is our priorities in the right order to make that pivot, to press that button, and to say, hey, I need to make that transition this year, especially now for those people that are in that corporate structure. You have to ask yourself, with this AI and this technology that's happening,
Mhm.
sooner or later, I'm here. And as I've been here for 7 years, Tara just reminded me earlier, baby, you said this. You've been telling people about, the Apple, headsets coming out. And here it is, February 2nd, they're coming out. And it's about to transition the whole entire world. We 7 years ago asked people to add additional revenue to, their income, of having a side hustle and being able to
Mhm.
make a revenue, and join a community, right? Especially when
Yep.
people hear network
Yep.
marketing, right? People hear network marketing and all they hear about is the money side. But what they don't hear is
Mhm.
the community. They don't hear that leader leading you and believing in you more than you believe in yourself, and surrounding you with a group of people that are after the same thing, which is abundance, which is about
Yep.
freedom and really being able to help other people. Yes, it comes with money, but as we share with people, the more people you help, the more trophies you get, and that is just the reward. And so,
Yep.
this is where it really starts with just a shift in mindset at the end of the day, of really what energy, where's your frequency, and where's your time, and just having a different mindset. Because, being up and honest with this, right? We
Mhm.
share, hey, are we just going to tell these people, hey, you could do this, hey, you could do this, hey, you could do that? And I literally said, Tara, I said, baby, I said, we can't just come at people that way,
Mhm.
because we know if people hear additional, then they'll hear work, they'll hear, I got to do this. Most people aren't the best at sales. Most people don't want to do the sales, right? Coming from experience, seeing it from experience, and then more so, it's something different, it's something new, and it's a change. And so we really are going to go at this in a different way to help you all understand how this really plays about. And that's a long-winded answer, baby, but that's what I.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. And it starts with the whole, understanding that it really is a mindset. It's understanding how to leverage yourself and how to, make sure that you are set up to, best succeed. And if that's being solo focused, or if that's having the ability to add to your portfolio whenever you want to, or if not, that is the beauty of being able to, expand. And a lot of people think, well, what would that look like? Because a lot of people don't know. They think like you said, they hear ad and they think work, ad equals work. And it's not because of technology. Yes, you are right. Like, let's not dismiss it. At one point in time, that was an accurate statement. But now it is no longer an accurate statement because you have technology, and you're going to be able to leverage the power of technology, right? And so that is the beautiful thing about what, we're sharing today is leveraging technology, doing things, adding things into your portfolio, expanding your portfolio with things you're already doing. That's a beautiful thing about it. And a lot of people kind of miss that because we get that, well, we remember work hard to earn hard, so it's like there's a lot of work is what we hear, and we've been conditioned that way. And that's when what happens is when we move into this world of technology, it is where we will be able to utilize technology to our benefit instead of struggle, right? We're all tired of struggle. So it's really something that we just take advantage of and understanding the power of the technology. So, Mr. Jones, before we get started, let's take a little break here and share with everybody our little commercial that we have for everybody that shares more about what we're up to and what we're doing, just because at the end of the day, it's important to share with who the Hello LLC is.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Absolutely. Take it away, Mr. Jones.
I love it. I love it. And when people see that, right, it's the metaverse that we talk about a lot. And the one thing we let people know from the beginning is that we really build your foundation. We are really here to help you understand systems, understand AI, understand, that leveraging these things and implementing these things into your business is key. And kind of, what we asked yesterday in our Wisdom Wednesday, which you guys need to come and join us, not just for today, but on Tuesdays for our How To Tuesdays at 4:30, for our Wisdom Wednesdays at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then of course today, to where we talked about is the a lot of the times we ride around in our cars, because I was talking about 2 weeks ago, a lot of the times we're riding around in a 1990 car with the newest rims on it, right? And yesterday I asked, well, hey, is your car engine light on? Do you have check engine lights on in your business? And are you just riding around with them on, and then you get somebody that comes in your car, you're like, oh girl, that light just came on when I got here. I'm gonna go get that fixed when we get out of here. And it's been on for the last month and a half. And this is really how we should be thinking about our business, right? About how we're integrating and how we're adding new things, and really not just for the income, right? Adding it to be able to be that solution advisor, because as we share with people, look at the businesses and corporations now. And that's one thing that we share with our community is no longer are you a small to medium sized business. 90% of America is made out of LLCs, and it's 500 employees or less. You are a enterprise. You are, a big time person, especially with all of this information and all this copy, paste, drag, drop you can do, to where, you really have to be able to pivot and make this transition into utilizing this, this new technology. And one method that we wanted to bring to you guys was start out by maybe possibly, adding a podcast to your business, right? Well, David, why would I add a podcast to my business? Well, number one, it's to help you market your business and your brand. Number two, the
Mm,
lead generation. Number three, it's a great way to showcase your testimonies. Number four, it's a
mhm.
great way also add additional things and showcase your business in a completely different way. And why would you not want to appeal to the average person that is listening to podcasts more than the radio, more than anything else in the morning, and really being able to understand where your target audience.
I I can't hear you anymore.
Well, now we're good now. We're good. Okay, we're good.
I can,
Whatever you
yep.
Yeah, good. So, as I was sharing, have a podcast because this allows you to showcase your business in a completely different way. And it
Yes.
allows you to really be able to have a podcast. And when we say podcast, people are like, oh my God, I don't want to get on video, on camera, or anything. That's where you don't have to. There's a great app out there right now that you all could go to. It's called Anchor Spotify, and you don't need no special gadgets, all that other stuff. You literally can use your headsets that came with your phone, and you can go sit your behind in a corner, and boom, there goes a podcast. You literally download this app on your phone, and it allows you to set up your own profile. Signed up for LinkedIn, you signed up for Clubhouse, you signed up for all these other social audio apps. This is where you have to get out of your old traumas, right? And your old habits are, oh, I'm not good with technology. I don't know how to do that. That was me, right? And just buckle up, Buttercup, and just press some buttons. And there's this great button called delete. And so this is where, you really get to go in this podcast and create this podcast, and you're able to showcase, your business, your brand. And guess what? You don't have to talk about your business. You don't have to directly talk about it in any shape, form, or fashion. If you are a real estate agent and you love to garden, you can have a podcast on gardening because you're going to talk about gardening like no other, and other people like gardening. You like yellow dump trucks? I like yellow dump trucks. Let's play, right? And so this is where we get to, have this collaboration and this conversation that really, takes us outside of that business like mindset. And then guess what? People that like gardening, they need to buy a home. They're moving. Oh, hey, Billy is, a real estate agent, and I watch their podcasts all the time. And in their podcasts, they have these 15-minute spots, or these 5-minute spots, or these 30-second spots where they say, hey, you need to go to Hello LLC and go check out our Biz in a Box, our one app, one tap that you can get away from your static website and or that link tree and be able to really automate, systemize, and pivot your business into the future. Boom. Now, them being on my gardening podcast and them hear me say that, or about my real estate company, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Billy and I'm gonna, get real estate from them because they like gardening, I like gardening, and there's an actual, vibration, there's an energy there, and there's already, that relationship built. And especially now, as we are able to broadcast our business and go on this global scale, as we just heard yesterday, and Tara, I'd love for you to talk on this a little bit, right? Is, this global scale of us being able to now, utilize this Bitcoin, utilize this crypto, and, that being able to open up the floodgates for so many other people, especially with businesses, have to be able to implement other ways to accept currency. Because as the dollar shifts, as all these currency shifts, If you're just accepting one coin, you're in a world of trouble. So forget adding additional revenue. Are you going to be able to take in the revenue that is about to change? And so this is where we share with people that the most expensive thing, right, that is free at that is a closed hand, a closed mouth, and a closed mindset. And that's where we got to open these things up and understand that old business and old strategies and old techniques that people are sharing, right? And old ways of buy all this, those ways are done. Those ways are dead and gone, because I'm here to let you know the average age of the world is 30 years old. And so if you think those ways work, go talk to a 30-year-old and tell them your business strategy and see if they're going to need it. Like we were talking to one financial advisor the other day. She's like, hey, the money is transitioning. I have to be able to adapt, and I have to be able to, be able to work with this generation that are 30 years old in that generation that are literally all on social media and doing business online. They're not accustomed to Zooms. They're not accustomed to the belly to belly, come to my house and let's talk about your financials and all of that stuff. No, what are you kidding me? And so I got roommates. I might be traveling the world. I'm digital nomad. I don't have time for that. And so this is where we really want to bring this conversation forward and have, different ways, as we talked about, innovative ways for you guys to add additional revenue. And I'd love for Tara to share on that before we can share even more of additional things, that you can implement in your business no matter what you're doing. Go ahead, love. What you got? We got you on mute still, love. You're on mute.
My bad. So yeah, at the end of the day, guys, it really comes down to what David was sharing, with where we are going within business and understanding how technology and being able to leverage these things and where the financial side of this is going. And a lot of people are like, I don't do finances. I don't want to do finances. That's why I have an accountant. That's why I have a bookkeeper. That's why I have all these people that handle that for me, or in my personal life or my professional life. And I was the same way. And we have to understand that everything is connected. Everything is a part of one big, it's just a cog in the wheel. All of it is just, a part of one big wheel. And so the reason why I share that is because, yesterday, what we were sharing within our rooms this week was about the BOI form. And a lot of people don't know that they need to, the BOI form is the beneficial ownership form, information form. And a lot of people don't understand that was passed into law that starting January 1st, you would need, if you owned an LLC, you would have to fill out this form for the FinCEN department, which was a governmental department. And the FinCEN department is basically a financial technology crime unit, so that they can be able to make sure they mitigate businesses doing nefarious business practices and money things, right? Well, if you don't know, yesterday the SEC also approved that Bitcoin EFT. And the reason why that is important to business is because that is a part of who was asking for it and what an ETF is and what it does. Now, we're not financial advisors. This is not where we're at, but we're sharing this on a high level so you understand the grand picture of things, so you can see how it fits together, because that's the biggest thing that you have to understand, is how things fit together. And so, what happens is we have the Bitcoin ETF approved. And is there a lag on your end, love, or is it me?
No, there's a lag. There's a little bit of lag.
All right, take it over while I fix that, please.
No, I think what we're going to do, let's end our TikTok, because I think it's pulling a little bit too much data. So how about we do that? Okay.
Perfect.
There we go. Let's see how that works.
Yep. Love it. Love it. There we go. Did that help a little bit better?
Nope.
I still am. Is that better? Okay. Yay, that lag's gone. Okay. So let me circle back on that. So we understand FinCEN. We understand that we have the BOI form that we need to be filling out so they understand who the beneficial owners of an LLC are so that they can understand who's getting paid, where the money, and who's onerous over said dealings, right? So now Bitcoin EFT was approved. Why does that matter, Tara? We're not into, investing here. Nope, we're not. But the reason why we bring that forward is because who requested those? BlackRock, Grayscale, Vanguard, and 11 total ETFs were approved. Okay, so that means that these large companies, by the way, BlackRock manages the amount of money would make them with the fourth largest GDP in the world. The United States, then China, then I think India, then BlackRock would be next. That's how much money they manage. So the reason why this is important is they just got the green light to put things into cryptocurrency. FinTech, which is what we've been talking about. So now they're able to have their investors put some investments in that. Now money is being spread out between traditional and digital. And the reason why that's important is because BlackRock and Vanguard and Grayscale, and I think it's, JP Morgan Chase, those four large components, those companies are the largest four companies that manage money and assets and deal with banking in the United States. And so those top four big dogs are now being able to do what they can do. This just means that the corporate is already there. The corporate side's already there. So you're going to be able to start, receiving and paying with services because, you have a digital wallet and you have a physical wallet and people are going to be able to pay that. So you have to be able to accept digital wallet tokens, whatever people are paying in, whatever currency it is. And so why I bring this up is because as we're making a transition and we talk about technology and how technology is here to help you leverage, you have to understand it's going to be within the next, by 2030, if you're not fully digital in your business, you will be obsolete, guaranteed, period. Like there's no more discussion about that. If you can't accept digital payment in some shape, form, or fashion, and no longer, how many of you go in and try to pay cash in places and you can't because they're not accepting cash? It needs to be 100% digital. Card, any sort of card. Tap your phone, whatever you want to do, as long as they can accept that payment. And that's because we're moving into a digital society of our financial side. Now, this is not a financial conversation, but the reason why this ties in is because you have to get your business up, be able to take and serve your customers and your clients with how they have their monetary means and their funds. Because if you're not meeting them and you're like, well, I need you to write a check. I mean, if I came to you and said, hey, I need you to write a check for those services, you're like, Tara, I don't carry checks anymore. Most people don't, so it is the understanding of where we are, what's going on, and why with unlocking the profit potential in your business, that is a huge key. Because why? Let me just share this with you. When you guys become digitized, you're saving money. That is the number one profit potential in your business. Find money in your business. By digitizing. Now, Tara, what do you mean by that? I got Stripe. I got PayPal. I've got that question multiple times. I love it. We do too. But at the end of the day, how is Stripe and PayPal keeping of your money, boo-boo?
A lot.
Because they keep kind of a healthy chunk of ours. So I share that because when we can streamline that, payment is to us instantly. No more 3 to 5 settlement, 3 to 5 days in settlement. No more doing that. When we can, under 5 seconds, for pennies, You said $1,000 and it cost you a penny? Wow, sign me up. So it's the understanding that as you digitize your business, that is a profit potential. Understanding what your technical debt is, get in front of it, will actually save you money in the long run instead of cost you money. But all too often, we are scared of the technical evolution that is coming forward, and we go, no, I don't want to do this. It's going to cost a lot of money. I don't understand it. No. And then we get left behind, and then it costs us twice or three times as much just to take over the technical debt. Oh, there's a kitty cat behind me. I was like, what is that moving? And so the technical debt that you don't, that you can mitigate in your business. And a lot of people don't understand they're costing themselves money. So that is my share about understanding how your financial ability and to be able to digitize your business will allow us and everybody to save money. So back to you, Mr. Jones.
Well, you're spot on. It's kind of like the same analogy with the car and having having your check engine light on, right? Especially a prime example for your brakes. You wait, right, too long to make that transition to change those brakes. Now you need new rotors. Now you need new everything because you waited too long to make that switch, and or you might have waited way too long that riding in to get your brakes changed, the brake pads fell out the car and you couldn't stop the car. That's a true story. That actually happened to me, right? And so I share these things with you guys because we too were there, right? We too were there of not looking at, how to be preventative, how to add on to, our business, and even more importantly, to get out of that mindset that, oh, we can't do that. Oh, we shouldn't do that. When I very, very first started, especially on Clubhouse, there was this young lady. I came up and I started sharing with her, all the things that we did. And she's like, you do way too much. You are complicated and I would just destroy you if I just focused on one thing. And she ate my lunch. I will not lie. I took it for a grain of salt and I went back to Tara and I said, she's right. I'm talking about way too much. We had our wellness going, we had our solar going, we had everything going within we had our podcast going. I mean, we were just all over the place. We were like coming to America. Open up your jacket. What you need? I got it. And just we got it. And it really had us take a step back of how we position that. And that is why, we share with people our story, because that was also the mentality we had. Why would I want to add that on? Well, why would you not want to add that on? Because if you look at Amazon has an application, and Jeff Bezos doesn't own none of the stuff that we go buy on Amazon. He has an app, and he's leveraging his influence, and he's leveraging an application that works for him that's automated. So when people say, oh, I'm not too sure about AI, well, stop using Amazon, because that's AI like no other. Stop using Grammarly Check. Stop using your phone. Stop using, your Siri. Stop using Alexa. And more importantly, especially if you're driving a Tesla car and you're talking about you're not sure about AI. Come on now. And so, when we talk about AI, I think, yes, it stands for artificial intelligence. Yes, it's a learning language model. I want you all to understand, oh, AI is bad. Consider AI like a child. What you teach that child is what that child will do. If that child goes out and cusses out the teacher and is acting up, that child didn't get that, just from, anywhere. They got that from you. And so this is where we share with people about AI, is that, the energy, the vibration, what you bring to it is what you will get out of it. And the last time I checked, we're not out here, trying to be, Mr. The dude off Austin Powers, trying to take over the world and, do some evil things. I think a lot of us are trying, or not just trying, but doing is what we share, to automate our business so we're not the janitor in our business and we're truly the presidents in our business, to be able to allow these other tools, these other, systems and automation to do the things that we don't like to do, that we know we should be doing. And so, those of us that are athletes, or past athletes, imagine if you had something that did all the blocking and tackling for you, and all you had to do is show up for special teams. That would be amazing. And that's literally what AI is giving us the capability to do, is for it to do all the blocking and tackling and the dirt work that we don't want to do, and allow us to really focus on other things. And as we progress within utilizing this technology, especially now with some of these podcast AI tools out there that will be able to market it and be able to put it out on social media, be able to cut and chop and do so many different things with your podcast, that you all should be looking into. And this is something that me and Tara share, right? Especially yesterday, if you guys want to, I encourage you to go get our free business one-on-one business 6 strategies that we released yesterday, that literally talks about this BOI form. It has where you can go get your EIN number. Tara's put some other tools in there, ask the public, for you guys to go and utilize these AI tools that are out there, that a lot of the times, I heard somebody say that they were using ChatGPT for their new grammar check. I'm like, it does a whole lot more than just grammar check, right? And that's the thing, most people don't know. And that's where we want to share with people, the information and the knowledge to expand that and to do more. And that's even more so, where our Pivot membership comes into place, where we can teach you, we can show you, or we can even do it for you. And, as we have conversations with a lot of baby boomers and a lot of people, and especially these women out here, fellas, we're going to have to pump our game up, because these women out here are building their business, building their brands, and they're taking names and kicking butt. I'm just letting y'all know that now. And so, this is where you get to allow us to build your foundation and allow us to help you integrate some of these things into your business and show you what button to press. Because it's not that people don't want to, it's a lot of the times people don't know how to, and they're getting their resources from people that are not moving forward and are utilizing old strategies. No knock on them, that they learned in college, that they learned from their corporation. And even these corporations are just now, stepping up their game to where 70% of, CEOs are going to be implementing AI into their business, which I'm just here to tell you, as I've been sharing, you might be in trouble if tomorrow you go to work and you did the same thing that you did today. And so this conversation is more in tune for you more than anybody else, because you need to be finding a way to add some additional revenue to, pay for your cell phone bill, pay for your light bill, pay for something, and replacing something that you can be able to leverage. Because it blows my mind, this Stanley Cup is just going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Ooh, I got my Stanley. Ooh, I got my Stanley. You know how much money Stanley is making off of y'all going to buy this 50-year-old cup that's been around, y'all
I
probably
got
got,
a few in Idaho I can sell you that are about 35, 45, maybe 55 years old.
and you are just out there just showcasing it on your social media and don't realize you ain't getting a penny of that. But when somebody comes to you and say, hey, do you want to, do you want to network with this company that you can actually make money off of, and you can, help other people make money? Is that network marketing? Yeah. You mean the job you're going to tomorrow? Are you gonna make more than your boss? Is your boss gonna make more than the other boss? You got that T-shirt on, right? You put that on your LinkedIn. You showcasing that. You telling everybody where you work. You telling everybody what you do. This AI that we started out this conversation with, that your job did not go into business to be a nonprofit. They went into business to be profit. And if they can find something that's more reliable, cheaper, and faster, and don't have to worry about you, then I'm just here to tell you, as Tara said, boo boo, you might be in some trouble. Okay. And so this is where we showcase and share with people and bring this to the forefront, right? Not to call you out, but to call you up and to really have you have that conversation with yourself and not being that, oh, what do I do now? And this is the preventative conversation to, hey, you know what? Maybe I should be looking into some additional things that I could be adding while I'm spending 90 minutes on TikTok being a consumer when I can build my own page, my own TikTok, and I can be able to showcase something that I'm doing on a daily basis using in my house. And now I can leverage that. You can start your own Amazon affiliate. You all can start your own apparel line right now. You don't have to be the best friend with your post office. You don't have to be, in the back of the house pressing shirts or anything of that sort, right? There's applications out there to do this for you. And so many times we don't take the time to learn how we can do these things because we think it's so hard and we don't know it's that easy. You would be amazed of how many times I've shared with entrepreneurs and said, hey, instead of you wearing, Nike or somebody else's shirt, why don't you get your own apparel where you're showcasing yours? Why not is the better question. Why would you not when your podcast gets big enough? Hey, in order for you to come on my podcast, I would love for you to go to my apparel store and get one of my shirts to support, my podcast. And this is going to go towards my nonprofit to where we feed children all around the world and also have potato packs and help people with scholarships. Hello, who's going to say no to that? And so, this is where we have to stop having that mindset, that low vibration mindset of me, 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 and start wondering how we can help other people and how we can also, build our brand, build our community by utilizing these simple tools and just by doing it and literally saying, hey, you know what? I need some help. Help a sister out, help a brother out. I need some help because these are some things that I can be doing. So, love, what else would you add on, to that on some of the things that we have in our system right already? What you got? What you want to add on?
Yeah, so I would add on a membership or a community. Like for instance, it doesn't matter who, like for instance, Chef Andy. He has pasta sauces. He now has aprons in his apparel line. And then on top of that, he's going to start his own, membership where he's going to be giving cooking lessons through Zoom, to, a group of his membership. And so every month they're going to have, well, this month we're making this, and it's going to be like a Friday night dinner, cooking with Chef Andy while he's teaching you via Zoom. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is what you're doing now, other people want to learn. Okay, invite them into the community. Either put up the information that you already have or that you're going to create and allow them to have access to it for a monthly fee, or have live one-on-one, classes once a month, once, every quarter. People want that knowledge. We are no longer in the gatekeeping world. So if you don't give them that knowledge, somebody will. Somebody else will go start that membership. Somebody else will give them that knowledge. Could be better. Might not be as good. Never know. But are you doing it? No. You're at home. Don't want to do that. And the thing is that you're already doing it. So why not get paid twice, 3 times? This is like, for instance, guys, we talk about the top 1% in the United States and the elite, the wealthy, and how are they so wealthy? Do they, they must work really hard and they have these jobs and all this thing. No, well, first of all, they make their money work for them, but they make their money work for them multiple times. Okay. So if they're doing that with their money, why are you not doing that with the data and the information that you provide to this world through your services or your products? Because if you would, you would be able to say, oh, I got my, I have a client paying for that. And I just need to go ahead and I need to put that in there in the library. Now I have a whole library or a whole membership full of information, data that you are an expert in and can teach them. So they can become an expert in it. Because again, it's not gatekeeping. We're back to not gatekeeping things. We are leaving the world of gatekeeping. And gatekeeping used to be a huge thing that corporations and all that have done for years. And that's not what we're doing anymore. And so you have to share that information. You have to be able, and might as well monetize. Look, we sit here and we share value with you guys all day long. All day long. We don't give you everything. There's, information in our pivot. There's information that you would buy. Actually, to be honest, we do give you everything. It's just like we do. If I just stopped and thought about that, I was like, we really do. We share everything with you. The question is, are you just going to go take action to do it? That's usually the issue at hand is people don't want to take that. Well, it's not that they don't want to take, they don't know how to take. Like David said, they don't know where the button to go live is. I want to go live.
Or like we talked about also right the other day, that sometimes a lot of people talk about, hey, I have this problem and I need help with this problem and I can't figure out how to get my business, off and going, and I can't figure out this. And then there's people like us and other people that will come to them and solve their problem. And yet then they don't bust a move. They don't take action. Because then if you solve that problem, then what are they going to complain about? Then what is going to be their excuse? And so this is where we self-sabotage ourselves when we say we want things, but we don't do it. And I'll leave you guys and I'll give it back to you, baby, is that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody's ready to die. Right. And a lot of the times we don't have our priorities in order to be able to invest into our business and to implement these things. And, people spent money on New Year's, Christmas, the holidays, just this weekend alone, right? Valentine's Day is coming. How much of that money did you put back into your business? That's all I got.
A lot.
Uh-oh, we might have lost Tara. Hold on one sec, guys. I think we might have lost Tara. She's froze. I should take a screenshot of this. Love, can you hear me? Oh, I think you're back.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. I was just off in La La Land there.
Hey, go ahead. What you got?
So, like, hey, let me out of here. Well, I was just going to come back, around on the simple fact of what you were sharing in understanding, the power of diversification. Essentially, is what we are sharing here today, and people just have to, like you said, it's not so much of not knowing. It's when they are taught, it's them not, are they really looking for the solution? And, we are, we want things to show up quickly, and that's not how it works. And, essentially at the end of the day, what will happen is that you then become obsolete because you're not taking the pivot that you need, because you're stuck in the attention side of it, or wanting. And that just comes back down to, a whole different conversation, but that comes back down to, kind of trauma and where that trauma lies. And you got to do a little bit of work there, because it releases a whole lot of other things, including your stuckness. If you're stuck, if you're really stuck, that's why. Now, if you really want to get unstuck, because guess what? I was stuck for a long time. For a long time, I didn't want to get unstuck either. So, You know, it's and David can say the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
he was stuck. You know, it's just getting to a point where you are ready to diversify and really unlock those potential earnings that you can, because you think you're not tied up in the consumption of trying to find the solution, and you are able to really start applying solutions instead of in the rat race. When you really start doing that work and you kind of clear that gunk away, it's like, oh, I'm so free. I can do work now. I can think, I can do what I need to. But yet, you know, when you're stuck, you're just spinning the wheels, burning gas, burning rubber, burning oil, smoke, you know, mud, whatever else you're burning the wheels on. And it's just, you're just using resources, and that's exhausting. And you just get to a point where you're tired and you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm no longer doing this anymore. So absolutely. Back to you, Mr. Jones.
You know, I love that share, and even as you talked about the pivot membership, right, or should I say memberships that people should add to their business. People should also, you know, be able to understand that there are other, you know, network marketing companies out there that you can add to your business and to your portfolio. And there's nothing wrong with network marketing. Go ask Grant Cardone. Go ask Bob Proctor. Go ask Oprah. Right? Go ask Warren Buffett. He owns two of them. Go ask a lot of these, you know, entrepreneurs that we look up to for business advice, and really understand that a lot of the times these people started in network marketing, and you know, found out that they could, you know, do something else, or added something else, or solved another problem for something else, and ventured off to start their own business, and now they're doing what they're doing. But it all started from somebody saying, hey, do you want help with X? And that person saying, yes, I do want help with X. And the other person saying, are you serious about that? Yeah, I am serious about that. How serious are you?
Yeah.
Let's go. Showing them that step, and that person taking action, not blaming it on somebody else, not showing up for none of the trainings, or trying to do your own thing and doing it your way, but actually following the system, because that's something that we learned, you know, when we started, is systems, and how to run presentations, and how to communicate, and how to listen with people, and how to really understand and listen to other people's stories and what's going on, and even more so listening to ours, to where it becomes a mindset journey in itself. And that's really what network marketing was for us, was a mindset journey, a mind shift that pivoted us into starting Hello LLC. And so when people say, oh,
Mhm.
I don't talk to network marketers, or I don't talk to people that are affiliate marketing, then you're discounting pretty much all the good people, because you know, people want something different. That
Mhm.
seems to be an avenue. And even now, for us in our story, there's friends that we went to 7 years ago and said, hey, do you want to join us, you know, in our wellness? And they said no. And now looking at their Instagram and their social media, now they're doing, you know, network marketing and showcasing product. And it's like, what? But everybody has to make it, and everybody has to be willing to drink at that fountain, because that's what we share with people. We can lead you to water, but we can't make you drink. That part is up to you. And so, you know, this is where we bring this information to people and allow them to make that decision. And even more so, you know, for our authors and for people that might not have anything, you can utilize all these tools. We have a guide, an AI guide that gives you over 30 AI tools, and one of them can help you, you know, write. One of them can help you, you know, put together a presentation and ebooks. You can start creating ebooks and selling those digital, like Tara talked about, copies online, where you might have the best pound cake, you might have the best way to fix a faucet, you might have the best way to fix whatever. You can make an ebook on that and have it sell it for $1. Give it away for free and create another guide that is more extensive. And so this is where we all And this is why we did, our Passion to Profits last year, is that when we talk about additional revenue, we really want you guys to understand what's your passion. Like I talked about earlier, starting your podcast. A podcast doesn't have to be about real estate. It doesn't have to be about metaverse. It doesn't have to be about biz in the box. It doesn't have to be about AI, none of the stuff. It can be about your passion and what you like to do, and then being able to turn your passion into profitable success and having it fun. Because if you guys aren't paying attention, it's education, it's edumacation. Everybody wants to be educated and entertained at the same time. And what better place to do that other than the metaverse? And if you guys have not went to our Hello Plaza, I don't know what you're doing. It's press the button, 4 simple steps. You can join from your cell phone, you can join from your iPad, you can join from your laptop, you can join from the VR headsets. Don't forget those Apple Vision Pros are coming out. We blasted that today on our actual social media. And so, those are some of the things that we would share with you guys, of being able to add to your business. And I'll just share with you guys real quick, within our platform, we have our wellness sector. If you are a person that loves to work out and is all about health, we have a wellness sector that you can add onto your business. If you're a financial advisor, why would you not want to have a wellness sector added to your business? First of all, you're talking about death, you're talking about insurance. Nobody wants to talk about that. First of all, I didn't. So why not come to them with a solution and be like, hey, you know what? The average age is, 60 years old, and you taking care of your body, giving your body better nutrition. You said you weren't sleeping already when you got here. You said, you were dealing with this, you were dealing with that. Maybe you should look at your nutrition, because 90% of the people don't get the proper nutrition on a daily basis. That's cute. You had a salad once a week with all that salad dressing and croutons and olive oil and the soda pop and all that other stuff. That doesn't count, right? What are you giving yourself daily? And so adding on a wellness platform that's a done for you, right? That literally allows you to showcase that and say, hey, go here. And then more so, being able to, look at our Hello Electric. We have a Hello Electric sector of our business that allows you to really help people with their energy bill. And Tara, look, I would love for you to talk more about that aspect of our business for sure.
Well, absolutely. So within the, wellness side, understanding the, living a healthy life throughout and having a healthy home, saving money is the best thing with, not, with your health, like David was saying, is being a preventative. But for right now, we're talking about electricity. David was just having this conversation with his parents, back in Texas. We're at a very cold stage. There's a huge, frost that's going through Texas right now. So we actually, have, 2 things that I want to share with you. And I'm kind of rabbit holing here. Sorry, guys. But is the simple fact that on our electrical side is saving yourself, nearly, up to 20% on your bill. Being able to say, you know what, let me put that in and see if I can save, it's not, hey, let me commit. And then I, get to see if I get any savings. And a lot of people won't take that advantage just to say, can I say something? Like the other day, I contacted one of our, back in the States, was like, you have any offers? And they're like, nope, not right now. I was like, thanks. Ask. A lot of people don't ask. And so being able to save money for yourself and, or, helping others save money that ultimately earn you free energy. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get your free bill? And then what I was saying about, the cold weather is that we used to represent, we still do. If anybody's interested in solar, we have it on the backside there, right? Because like right now with people going through this big frost that's going to happen through Texas, is if you do lose traditional power, you want a backup. So it's always good to diversify. And, 6 years ago, we added solar to our umbrella. 2 years or a year and a half ago, we added the regular electricity umbrella. Why not be able to offer people if they're in an apartment, they can't do this. Why not be able to allow them the opportunity to say, hey, mom and dad, I saved on my apartment electricity. You should try to save on this. And then all of a sudden you're earning free electricity because you shared it with your friends and family,
Yeah, Yeah, we have a gentleman that shared.
So
shared
not
20
only, should you look at, being able to,
It's okay, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying there's a lag. So not only was I saying the simple fact at the end of the day is that you can take advantage of free things. So starting a podcast that's free, like David said, it's getting your apparel line started that you don't have to put any money up. If you don't have the ability to start and build a business and build onto your umbrella, buy that, go utilize these free applications, start that podcast so you can get out there and be heard more, get a free or get your apparel line. It costs nothing to sign up. You get to put your, GP on it and bada bing, bada boom, go out there and start your membership. There's plenty of websites out there, or if not, come get a business in a box and you can do it within your business in a box. There's plenty of platforms out there, including our business in a box, that allows you to utilize where you're not stacking t-shirts and sweatshirts and apparel in your back closet, and it's shipping for you, and on your membership side, you get to be able to have that reoccurring billing coming in every month. And so it comes down to, or take advantage of being able to expand into having a wellness division of your business. If you are in maybe physical training or something like that, is where people are interested. They come to ask you, hey, I need your guidance on this. You want to be able to provide them something. I had a lady the other day I was speaking with. She's one of our Pivot members, and she, was like, well, I want to add makeup to my line, because she's in design, she's in aesthetic, she's got all these different things. She's like, I want to add makeup to my line. And I said, she goes, so I'm looking at getting mine drop shipped from China and all this, and white labeling these services and all that. I was like, yeah, have you found any? And she's like, no, I haven't yet, not any that I like. And I said, well, I've got a suggestion, and you might not have thought about this, and you got to keep an open mind. I said, but have you thought about going and checking out companies that might fall under the network marketing or a multi-level marketing, like Avon? You might not want to use Avon, or Mary Kay. You might not want to use Mary Kay. You don't want to use Avon. But there's tons of companies out there, guys, that are offering makeup. And like I told her, you can go out there, and then they're doing the packaging, they're doing the shipping, they're doing the customer service, they're doing all the billing, they're doing all of this stuff. Everything that you don't have to take care of, all of the business T's and C's and whatnot, and you're just earning a profit, but you're able to refer them, and you're utilizing someone else's system. This is what we're talking about when it comes down to leveraging technology. And a lot of people are so scared because, oh my God, it said network marketing or something. And good, guys, it's not about network marketing. I'm just sharing this, is that we get so scared by how we've been conditioned, instead of stopping and saying, that's a system. That system works. I'm using it because I have a whole clientele that's asking me for my opinion on this, right? It goes down to the same thing within anything that you use. You're already creating the information, the content, and the product. Sell it multiple ways. Just like the wealthy do, they have their money working for them multiple ways. They'll have their money working for them 3 times before they actually take away from it and actually utilize it on something they want. So we have to understand, we got to recondition our mindset and understand that adding potential to our business does not equal work. It equals leveraging technology, working smarter, not harder. That's what I got to say as we wrap up this amazing show, Mr. Jones. What do you got to say in your final moments here?
That you just dropped the mic on that for sure. And really, put it in a different perspective of, it's a system. Why would you not want to utilize the easy peasy system? And as we talked about in the past, and as we've been talking, everybody remembers that Office Depot commercial where it was the easy button. Everybody wants to press the easy button. And now in today's day and age, we want somebody else to press the easy button for us, right? And this is where we are in today's society, and this is where we share with people, right, that you can be lazy. You heard me, right? Right? A lot of people, oh, I'm scared of AI. Why, please? AI allows me to post on all of my social media, all on one swipe that we share with people in our Pivot membership, on our podcast, our Hello Thursdays, right? On our new apparel line that we have, press the button, right? And then being able to go get a free quote for our electric. And if you're not sleeping at night, and if you're looking for collagen, and if you're looking for, some nutrition, you can go and check that out in our Biz in a Box. And then, even more importantly, if you need help with putting all that together, you definitely should go check out our Biz in a Box, where it's our one app, one tap that literally allows you to where we build out your apparel, we build out your terms and conditions, we build out your whole entire business, from systems, from strategies, and all of the above, to where you don't have to worry about putting it together. You just get to dream, you just get to create, right, with us, and allow us to do the grunt work and bring it back to you
Set
and
up a
say,
point
hey,
of
here.
purchase.
Yes, and the point of purchase, right? Where we talked about earlier, right? With those of you that want to be able to sell maybe an ebook, maybe put together a journal, maybe showcase, that you do have the best pound cake in the city, and you have your recipe book that you can be able to create. And even more importantly, find your passion and what we talked about earlier. You got to do something, guys. Times are changing. They're saying that by 2026, there will be a 50-50 split between AI and the human workforce. Okay. And so if you're traveling and you're seeing the robots at the
Yep.
bartender, you're seeing when you go to the hotels, when the guy used to be flipping the omelets, now that's a robot that flips that omelet for you. And so you have to be looking at the writing on the wall of what's happening, and don't wait till it's too late and it shows up at your front doorstep and you're like, ooh, what do I do now? Right. And so this is where we share with people, let's start being preventative, and let's show you how to do these things. And you can enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and not be forced and have to be on the pins and needle where I have to get this done. I got to do something now. And then it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. You're doing something just for the
Yeah.
money. Money is not all, right? You have everything you need now. So that's what I would share and end with people. But definitely, you guys make sure you come and join our Hello Plaza in Metaverse, from your cell phone, from your laptop, from your iPad, from your laptop, right? Wherever you are. And then, more importantly, right, go and get our actual journals, or should I say our guides that we have. We just added a brand new guide of 6 strategies to implement in 2024. Go get our AI guide. Go get 20 ways to make money in Metaverse. Go figure out what Metaverse is. Go find out how to, be able to utilize your social media. We just did a whole entire, masterclass on mastering your social media. And this is where, we can talk about, adding on all of these things. But our question to you again, how is your foundation? Where does that lie? And are you riding around in the 1990 Honda Accord with the brand new rims on it and the brand new 6x9s bumping like, ooh, look at me, and the check engine light on, your brakes are about to fall out, you squealing everywhere? I'm telling you guys, it was so bad. My mom followed me to the brake check up at Highway 6, those of you that know Houston, and I'm literally pulling into the parking lot and I couldn't stop. One of my brake pads fell out like on Westheimer, and then as I'm pulling in, my other front pad fell out at the actual at brake check, and I had no front brakes because I waited so long and I didn't get my brakes fixed. I had to
Did you just
get.
roll into the curb?
Yes, I could. I like literally driving in there. I had to have the curb stop me. If it had been anywhere else, I was done. And so that analogy of us sharing with you how you ride around in your business, right? Don't be riding around with your brake lights on and your check engine light on. And I say that because that's that embarrassment that we have
Don't be riding around with no brake pads.
that stops us from showcasing our business and talking about our business, because we know our business isn't, up to par, right? And this is where we want to help people that you can run your business and look up to par even without you utilizing these tools and systems and strategies. Are you going to do it is a better question, right? So as they say, we put that yeehaw back in your motor and transmission. I just didn't want to say that. If y'all don't know what that's from a Houston ad back in the day. I think I froze Tara because it was so bad. Uh-oh, it was that bad, guys.
I'm stuck. I'm frozen. Am I back?
Ah,
I'm
all right,
back.
guys.
All right. Love,
Kindness,
integrity,
most importantly,
but more
commitment.
importantly,
Commitment.
sorry, there's
I
a
said
delay, guys.
commitment. Commitment. Keep saying it. Commitment. Toodles.
Yeah. And toodles.